welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am 8mail. With me today we have Loot,
Hey guys.
Hawkeye,
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
M4,
Hello, hello.
and Burger.
What's up, everybody?
And we're doing the tier list a little early, depending on the graphics guys' availability. You may be listening to this a little early, or you may be listening to this dreadfully late. I am leaving on vacation the end of the weekend, and I will be gone all of next week, so this may or may not get to you on a timely manner. With that said, let's get into the tier list. We're going to go through all of the S tiers again. We like to do that every week, or every month. And then several other tunes. I have not used beginning of the month I played with a couple different teams. I haven't used anything but Atrocitus, Supergirl, Spectre, and B12 since. For like 3 straight weeks. That's all I just use that and put it on auto. So I'm guessing...
Well, I think you're speaking for about 99% of the DCL population right now when you say that.
Yeah. So I don't think we need to get into who the tune of the month is. If anybody have anyone other than Atrocitus?
Only
Supergirl.
one that comes close is
I would
Supergirl.
say it's Supergirl.
Supergirl, B12.
But Supergirl
Spectre.
isn't the tune of the month without Atrocitus, so
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
have to give it to him. I mean, that's just kind of... He's so stupid.
It's a given.
I haven't used him at all, so he is not my tune of the month.
You're only doing it because you want to run dick teams, but Richard Mail teams. So let's get into Atrocitus first. Everyone voted S tier except you, Hawkeye, which really surprised me. So I'm curious as to why you don't think he's S tier.
That, like I said just a second ago, he himself, I don't really feel is S tier. Him plus Supergirl is S tier. With the Enrage, he becomes kind of a sledgehammer. And a lot of times in this game, you want more of a scalpel than a sledgehammer. So to me, he doesn't traditionally fit my play style of what I'm looking for. Where he is just boom, no control. The whole match is over before you ever actually make a move yourself. To me, without Supergirl, I don't find him as effective.
I don't know. I mean, like, I have him. He's like nuking Mystic tunes on his own. Like, he's when he uses AoE, his one is hitting hard. I mean, like, so I've been running like Enchantress, Stargirl, Trigon, and then add a fourth, Cersei or whoever most of the time. And I mean, like, my Stargirl's RB4, and he'll hit it, and I mean, his AoE, I mean, is easily taking her down like half life. I mean, like, he's absolutely hitting hard on his own. He doesn't really need. I get it. Like, Supergirl with him is just insane and not creative at all. But it's just. I mean, like, I understand like your point on like her nailing the coffin shut. But I mean, if he gets a hold of people, he's hitting them hard.
Yeah, see, I always thought that it didn't even matter what he uses. He's just stupid. Like, he makes everything so crazy. I mean, he's so insane. Yeah, Supergirl's like the most obnoxious with him, but he seems like he works really well with lots of other characters. Like, he turns them into just anybody's strength base, he just turns them into just insanity. Plus the speed boost, plus everything else.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out, by the way, to the one guy on the community tier list that voted him trash. We'd be so proud of him.
Maybe they hadn't logged in a while or played PvP in a while.
My problem with him is he is starting to make the game stale. But I also, because I've had very little time and I haven't really been interested in playing other than just ripping through my missions, he makes your 27 PvP go faster than it does by backing out. I mean, you just shred through I mean, I'm done in 20 minutes. Which, right now is kind of fun, but when I, like, more interested in playing properly, probably won't be as interested in that.
Yeah, I'm so happy I decided before not to buy Energy the Siege as my silent protest against the cheaters, but um, I'm very happy that I chose the Siege to do that.
I actually don't find it bad. I'm just using the team that everyone's using, and I'm just staying in top 20 by running that team over and over. One bonus tune doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm having no problem staying in top 20. Alright, so Atrocitus made it to S. Let's get into our S tier list. We all voted, I'm just going to kind of whip through these a little bit. We all voted S for Trigon. Again, Loot was the only A vote on there. So it looks like he remains an S. I could actually see where he could fall out, actually, sooner than later, because he does seem to be losing some steam already. It looks like the question barely made S. M4 and Burger voted A. Neither of you have a comment on why you don't think she's S?
Well, with the shift in the meta, it's hard to get her to do what you want unless you go fast. But
I don't know. She was running with Atrocitus when I faced some team that demolished me the other day in Wraith.
well, you so on defense is what you're saying. Hey?
Yeah, I don't know. She seemed like she was still good. I am very happy to see this next one. Wonder Girl has finally been re-demoted back to where she belongs.
Wait, how did that happen? What the?
You were the only
Wait.
You were the only S tier vote.
I had
you
her
guys
S
are
until
crazy.
earlier.
I did not even notice this. I was like, you guys are insane.
Yeah, I she's not. I mean, even with the stat boost, like she's getting murdered by everybody. That's my only problem with her.
Well,
Even
and
at
you-
RB4,
And you guys have her super high rebirth. At L5, she is she isn't even close to S tier. She's B tier.
yeah,
Like she does nothing.
yeah, she's getting
I
wrecked.
am
She
kind
doesn't
of
whip.
also-
She dies fast. She doesn't. I mean, she really does nothing.
Well, she's fast. And turn meter up and strength up, still no go.
Nobody needs that
Pair.
anymore. Why just run Atrocitus and then you
Well, you
have all
pair
that.
her with Atrocitus, and then you have like the strongest.
Well, and that's where
hitting
that's how I know.
will.
That's how I know she's not S tier anymore, because she doesn't. You don't even see her on Atrocitus teams. With all those strength ups and being enraged and punching the crap out of everyone, nobody runs her with Atrocitus.
Because you
Well,
have
that's because you
Because she's
go
trash.
for the extra speed with Brainiac, and then you have your oh shit, somebody didn't die with Spectre. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, it's just you don't see her on those teams and you don't fear her on those teams. So.
I just want the records to show that I still voted as okay. I had nothing to do with this travesty.
She's so far from S. Etrigan made it to S. It looks like just barely. He's another one. I don't see him as S. I see him as an A tier.
Yeah,
He needs ramp.
exactly. Yeah, he needs the overheal, and only. And it's so easy not to have him do it. I mean, I like him, and he's helping me a lot actually with the Supergirl teams. 'Cause, like, if I can get him to go a little faster, he's taking people out. But I mean, mine's RB4. If he was L5, I don't think he's taking out L5 greens every single time. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously he's staying S, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah, he's. Who has time to ramp anymore?
He doesn't.
Raven is
His
so
double swipe
20-21.
is enough to kill most greens out of the gates because he's already overhealed with the 20% through damage. He just
Yeah, but I'm saying like L5 versus L5. I don't think he's gonna take out.
Yeah, at RB5
Bananas.
maybe he does something, but at
Yeah,
L5,
my RB4 does great against everybody, but I mean LB at L5 to L5, I don't think he's one hit KOing a lot of people.
It looks like he remains S. We'll have to revisit him later. Black Flash. I'm kind of surprised that he's dropping out of S tier. I never use him, but he's still they don't have a speed counter. I mean, he's still like the match is over. It's auto win every time.
Yes.
There's so many ways to deal with him, though. I mean, Aquaman's a hard counter.
It's not
You
about
can
the
match the speed. You can, there's so many defensive tunes now that are able to hold their ground against a Black Flash team.
Yeah, like
so
Jace.
Speed just kind of. Did you say yeah, like Jace?
Oh my god.
Point me.
Really?
we have people dropping out of the chat over this one.
Look, I mean, I like Black Flash, and if
Yeah,
you
I
have
mean-
somebody that doesn't have a retaliation on it,
Yeah, I mean, I can't even
yeah,
tell you the last
yeah.
time I've used them, so I kind of
yeah.
I voted S, but I'm not strongly protesting against it.
I just feel like speed's not the most important factor anymore, and that's why I voted to demote him.
Next one on the list is Big Barda. I waffled back and forth on this one, but I decided I'm still going to vote S just because she's still the best taunting character in the game. But
Not trash.
but she's barely S now. Like, I would say she's definitely in the lowest tier.
I don't know if she's best taunting character. Like, I mean, I'd say Superman's way better than she is, but I don't know. Like, she's annoying at times, but there's so many stunners now, and ways to like stop her. Like, I just don't see her being S anymore. But everybody else outvoted.
The only argument I would say against her being S is that in the current meta she just dies. But outside of that, she can tank most everything at equal level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. You know what? I'm gonna vote A. I can't do it. I don't use her that much anymore either. She dies too fast.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm demoted.
Wow, the artist is gonna have a lot of changes.
You know, actually, it's not even just with PvP. I don't even think she's that great at Nightmare anymore.
I've
Oh,
never
Nightmare,
used-
she dies.
She dies instantly.
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, I never really used her in Nightmare.
I did when she was like, I don't know, she's like power crept.
Next
I
one.
think it's just everybody else just got so much better.
Yeah, she gets punched out too fast now.
Yeah.
Next on the list is Azrael. I couldn't bring myself to vote A. I came close. Looks like Loot and Hawkeye were the only A votes. He's still stupid.
Yeah, he's insane. If you let him ramp, it's over. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Let me
Sure.
ask you this question though: are you looking at it as offense and defense, or now you
Yes.
just thinking defense? Because
Both.
on offense, I think he's terrible.
He can still sometimes solo a team, and not like he used to. He's definitely not like a high A tier anymore, but he's still pretty good.
He was who I used a lot against Trigon last month. Just so I'd let a couple people hit, let him ramp a few times, and then his 3 was generally taking him out.
But is he S tier?
Yeah,
I mean, I think so. I mean,
he
really
was S
strong
before.
player.
He's gonna get voted S again.
At L5, is he S tier?
I don't have him any higher than L5.
Yeah, the only difference between an L5 and an RB5 is that on turn 1. But once he ramps, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right, I'm wrong. I lose.
Terra, we all voted S. Superman, we all voted S. Supergirl, we all voted S, and she got a recent bump. Spectre, I think we all voted B tier. Just kidding.
Wait, explain this hate. You can't just get away with this one.
Wait. You
Penguin
voted
B.
B for Penguin?
Yeah, this-
And this, I was actually planning to stop to talk about this one. I don't see S tier on him at all. I mean,
What?
he instant dies to everything.
No,
The only thing he's
I don't
got is
think
that he's fast. I don't know. I just don't like when I use him. He
You
is
had-
trash.
Do you have him ringed?
Yeah.
look, he's like Barda and Black Flash rolled into one. I
He's
don't.
better than Barda.
You
Yeah,
have your
if Bardo and
daughter and
Black
protector
Flash,
and had a kid and it's
yeah, if they
deformed.
both fight
It's penguin.
and matched, yeah, there you go.
He's so fast too. If you start with him and roll his AOE, you're
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah,
you're
but half the time
faster
I
than
don't want to
everybody.
hit somebody, so I don't know.
And purging, yeah, I mean he's good. You're crazy. We need to look to see if you have him ringed.
I don't see it.
It's okay. There's four other sane people here, so it's
There's a
okay.
bunch
You
of
get
people in
outvoted.
main chat agreeing with me.
No,
Even
no. Anyone said he's a B tier? Like,
maybe A, but I have multiple people saying he's terrible in chat. We all
Not
agreed
a
on.
single person said he's terrible.
Okay, not terrible, but Satan says Bard is way better than Penguin. He dies. Historic says I support hate mail on this message. Quite a few. Nightwing still in S tier.
yeah,
Martian Manhunter, we all still voted S tier.
Lex made it.
Lex made it to S. I'm really surprised, M4, that you keep demoting him.
Like, when would you use Lex in this day and age? Tell me that.
Anytime you don't see Atrocitus. Which I know is never now, but
You face Martian Manhunter. Can you use Lex? Nope.
My Lex dies constantly.
I haven't used him
I,
that
I,
much in a while, but I still see him carry people in Tournament of Legends, so.
I mean, at the end of the day, the thing that always has kept Lex where he's at in that sphere is he is
Yeah,
able to enable more tunes than any other tune in the game.
but remember,
He's the
like
greatest
Tournament
enabler.
of Legends is built for Lex teams for a reason. That's what they do. It's like everybody on there is like Lex drives them. I mean, I don't
That's
know.
how they
I don't-
win. I mean, I don't know.
No, that's not how they win. I
Unfortunately,
banned him.
guys win, so.
I banned him. I like threw him out on the quarters because he's not that good. So if that's your logic, then I win.
I don't know.
It's-
I voted with you, M4. Like I think he's A. I don't think he's S
Yeah.
anymore.
The TLL specifically is built for Lex not to work.
yeah, he's rigged to that.
It's
need-
rigged against him, not for him.
Yes, I agree with that. And there's a reason that he can be because you need to pair him with someone else, and that sounds like an A or B tier to me. In order to work, you need like a fast
he's
tune
a
to
master,
enable one.
but he's a master enabler. I mean, that can be said about multiple S tiers on the list. They enable somebody like Atrocitus, but when they're that good at enabling people, they deserve S.
I don't know. Mine dies all the time. Like it doesn't matter who's hitting him. He's just rolling over and playing dead.
He's one that will probably fall out sooner than later, but for now,
Is your
Um,
Lex ringed?
It might not be.
Maybe-
I need to go back and look.
Maybe he'll be a stat boost.
Maybe. Even
Yeah,
then,
if he has a stat boost, they'll be better. I think for sure, but yeah, I just don't see it anymore.
Desaad, we all voted to demote to A, which definitely seems like he just. Darkseid, we all still voted S. It's funny, I saw some chatter and chat about Darkseid not being S. I don't know where people get that from. He's one of those characters that he's super good as a leader, but he's also super good outside a leader, which is rare.
right? Yes.
It's funny, a lot of people wanted us to demote Connor. I will not be demoting Connor. It looks like we all still agreed he's still S.
Yeah,
He's very good.
Yeah,
check so many boxes.
for sure.
Aquaman, we still voted S. He definitely is great. I don't know why Grod's on here, but it looks like people want to demote him. I kind of agree.
Yeah, I don't know why he's here, but since he's here, he gets demoted.
I think he's an A personally still, but
Oh, I know why. Because I may have done some random votes and people just voted too. I guess.
Well,
Oh, he's
you
a
marked
B.
him as others, so.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that Grod's biggest. He's B, not A. Hate that. Nice trying to pull a peacemaker again. I just don't think that he shines in PvP. I think that he is definitely a
A
PvE tune
PvE tune.
is where he really shines. I mean, he's a
Agreed.
nightmare staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He's a long runway.
He's still, I don't know. He's still pretty good. Superboy. This one makes me happy.
Horrendously power crept. He, he
Yeah.
can't do his job anymore.
I mean, I think he's C tier personally. He's that bad. He doesn't really do anything. But I'm happy with seeing him at B. Killer Croc. Yeah.
All right, we're now on the stats boost now. All right,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah, we made it. Step
this
Killer Croc was stat boost
this
this month.
Yes.
that
I
does
don't know.
not
He's terrible.
change. Yeah, he's so bad. I don't know why he got stat boosted.
He's got ancient percentages.
Right.
You know,
And
he doesn't proc anywhere near as often as you want for, you know, as little as his abilities actually do.
and even if he procs, his kit is contradictory. He wants people to taunt so he can bite them, and then he purges the taunt, which is dumb. He should jump with his basic and steal those strength ups from Superman. So get him a rework and just shift that, fix the percentages, and he'll be good. But right now he's trash.
I agree with that. Steel stat boost didn't seem to do really anything for.
Well, his gear set was
pitching.
changed to striker, so now he can't tank. So that's why he's
Yeah.
the one can argue
Which is-
he could be trash. So
It's really weird though that they changed his gear set. That's not something they've done as a part of any other stat boost before.
yeah.
Yeah, he might drop the trash next month. I didn't get to play with him enough to be willing to do that, but he's definitely a C. Saint Walker, I was tempted to vote C, but I guess
So was I.
stat boost, he's more of a B.
Yeah.
Again, this was a month where they did so many stat boosts that really just needed reworks.
Yeah,
And then when they did do tunes that, you know, a stat boost might have helped, they didn't focus in the right areas.
Bloodsport, I've never really liked him. I know a lot of people do. We're kind of torn, but Luke didn't vote, so we'll go with the community, and he'll stay a B.
He's decent, but he's just so slow to do what
Yeah.
he wants to do. But
Yeah, nothing really changed on him
I
with
know,
those stat boosts.
I know Tudu loves him, but
I mean, that's saying something.
I used to really like him, but yeah, I mean, like lately when I've used him, I just don't see it. He just hasn't kept up.
Cersei, she's staying a B, but I could see a C. She's pretty bad now. She's the one
It's
that
annoying
wins.
to face, though.
I think she's terrible.
It's so funny because she was so good when she first came out, and she dropped. She was like one of those characters that went from
Oh,
Great.
Black Flash
My
happened.
Flash.
Black Flash happened.
yeah.
That's what happened.
The reason I kept Cersei at a B is I had many of the bike clinchers so far this siege where she managed to survive, started reviving people, and
Yeah, she's annoying to face.
so you know I gave her a little bit of a bump because she is a tune that on defense is a little bit better.
Yeah, I guess. Black Manta, he remained a B. Wally West, he remained an A. Black Mask,
Ooh.
it looks like we
Ooh,
all still say B.
when
too.
did he became an A? I don't
know.
see him as an A.
Yeah, I
Who?
don't know.
Wally?
No, Black
No,
Mask.
Black Mask.
Oh, he's been an A for
Yeah, it was one we never revisited, but he definitely should have been a B. But we
Yeah.
all unanimously agreed on the B.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a big part of what makes you good is waiting on your teammates to die, we probably shouldn't have had him in A before.
Yeah.
And
If
besides,
those would fix the star system, you know, he'd probably
Yeah,
be in
maybe then, yeah.
yeah. Here's one that I've been waffling on between A and B is Cyborg. I noticed M4 you voted B, and I think I know why.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's see why you're waffling, and then maybe I can.
Well,
sway
I
you
think
one
it's
way
because
or the other.
his kit is stupid and he removes all his own strength ups.
Well, that's one, but
But
that's not the main reason.
what's your main reason?
Well, on paper he looks great, right? Like, oh, true sight off the bat, in theory, like a good nuke, but then out of the gate he doesn't hit as hard. And if I'm going to get him a turn to kill someone, I might as well just use Arcus, who's also as bad as he is. So in theory, he's great, but then you realize you can't just slot him in and expect to do his job. He's he needs help. I thought his kit was self sufficient. It really isn't.
You know what? You sold
So,
me. I'm gonna vote B.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think he hits plenty hard for somebody that has true sight, so you can pick off who you want to and get around people. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think A, but I think now he's going to B since I got outvoted.
Yeah.
he can't deal with Nightwing. He can kill
Yeah,
maybe
who can
Cassandra
deal with
King. So
Yeah, I don't see a lot of purpose for him. Like, if you want to,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
if you want a
I mean,
great
if you
nuker,
have, yeah, but if you have
What
like somebody hidden behind a taunter, like Doctor Poison, you would do, or which he would take care of, Azrael, who he goes fast and he should be able to take care of Azrael early.
He can kill
Like,
Kane real quick.
yeah,
Well, there's
Right.
two things we asked for when we were doing feedback on him that we didn't get that we wanted. And the first one was that on his basic, he got an empowered strength
Powered
up
strength up.
permanent instead of regular strength ups because we were hoping that they'd be able to program it to where it wouldn't eat itself. And then the other thing is we wanted the true sight, I believe, I put it anyway, to be permanent unpurgeable, not just
Yeah, like intrinsic.
yeah.
yes. And they did not go for those two things, and I think that is what ended up holding them back as a B tier.
Yeah. And who needs true sight when there's Supergirl who just, destroys
Yeah.
everyone?
you can just take the whole team out instead.
Yep.
I
Exactly.
hate everybody using that team.
Next up, we have M4. You have Plastic Man geared too.
L1 enough to say that it's an early look. He's okay, but something's wrong with his two with the purge. I can't quite put my finger on it. This is a very early vote, but for now, I'm sticking with my B.
Burger, what do you have him at?
Yeah, I took him L5. Not on the pre-buy, the packs, but when a sale came out, and I mean, I actually like him. I was having a lot of fun with him the other day. I wish some of the stuff like stun and stuff was a little more consistent, but I mean, he's hitting pretty decent. Um, turn meter manipulation, stuns throwing out there. Like, I mean, I was actually having a lot of fun with him when I was sitting in the airport the other day, playing with him. So I think I don't think he's as bad as some people were saying before, but I think he's pretty good at B.
How about well, I guess that we'll put him at a B for now since that's your two votes. I have a feeling that's probably pretty consistent. Community voted B. I don't know how many in the community actually have them, but Grail next on the list. Loot, you voted C.
Yeah, I just really don't like her. She doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, she's
Dies really, really fast.
she's a bit
Basic is
disappointing.
hits.
Yeah.
Her basic hits weak. Her AoE is terrible. I think the biggest problem with her is that she only ramps, and even when she ramps, she doesn't hit that hard. But she only ramps when your teammate dies, not when the enemy dies. It should be when anybody dies. That would have helped. Or maybe they needed to like raise her intellect or something so that all those int ups actually meant something, like for her AoE or even her basic. So
That's true.
for me, she's just not, doesn't work for me at all.
Yeah, she can't ramp fast enough. Like dad, gains turn meter. So even if he's slow, you don't want to buff because he gets a turn and then double basic, and then he's now got 10 hit ups. Her, she gets 35% turn meter on her basic, which sounds good on paper, but in practice, it's not enough to get another turn. I'd rather use Black Adam, who's just like Rex. So if you need a damage dealing blue, like who needs another? And then as a special tank, like she's not as tanky as others. So I don't know what her place is. I mean, if you want to use her, she's not bad, but she's not gonna replace anyone on your teams.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I've used her actually more than I thought I would, but she's kind of meh.
And I think her 2 is bugged. That's why she's also not that great on defense. Because in theory, if you, let's say, face her in Siege and you use Supergirl and everyone else dies but Grail, she would use her 2 like 2, 3 times. And then you should be screwed because she's going to hit you with her AoE fully buffed. But nope, she doesn't. So if they fix that, I think she's still a B because it still requires her teammates to die, but she would be scarier to face if that actually worked.
Would have been a much different siege if that was the case.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. You would not see Atrocitus as much because you're gonna lose stills.
Yeah.
I've had her smack the shit out of my teams during some of these siege matches.
Yeah, she can ramp if she gets a chance to ramp. She can do some damage, but she's kind of
She can't do it
she's
on her
stronger
own.
on defense than she is on offense. By far. And even then, there's really nothing exciting about her, which is kind of a shame because she's a cool character, but
Yeah, for sure.
I mean we don't need too many more powerhouse blues, so there's not a lot of blues, but the blues we have are absurd.
Let's look at what we have now for the S tiers. Is it still mostly blues? No,
Actually,
you guys demoted so many good blues.
yeah, I
You
was gonna
guys
say
did
there's not too many, but the blues that are there are like
insane, yeah.
yeah, they're the best of the best.
What's our percentage now of S tiers compared to tunes? You guys have an idea?
It's a
Oh,
lot.
I
It's
did
lower now.
not.
Let's see. So we're at 190, 192 tunes?
Yeah, and then we have like how many S tiers now?
15 S tiers.
15?
16, sorry.
16? So about 8%.
Not too bad.
I think that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. Thanks for listening, everyone.
And if anybody else wants to know about the tier lists before they're posted, join us in the WLW chat.
And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving,
Yes.
everyone.
Happy Thanks-
Enjoy your holidays if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S. and you're from, like Britain or England, you can not celebrate Thanksgiving. But,
And have a lot more raid time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy your raid. So, take care, everyone. Until next time.
The court is in session.
Oops.